Wow, the car looks fantastic. What have you done?
Well, I got it all sanded and buffed. And then I made patterns for the headlight covers and the windows. And I've been working on louvers on the rear end.
So the patterns for the windshield and the headlights and the patterns, is that what you'll be sending to get molds made of? Like, is that how you're going to get the molds? Because these are all custom, right?
Yes.
So they're all custom. So how'd you make those?
I've actually made a mold for all of these parts, and I made pieces out of them. The reason I did that was I'll use these for the drilling on the clear headlight covers. So I'll get all the holes in the right place.
Okay.
And the side windows, I'll use those to cut the Lexan. And again, the hole patterns.
Okay. That's pretty nifty.
The mold for the front and rear window will be sent to the company that will be making those parts, but I'll send them these so that they can trim it to that size.
Okay. Huh. Nice.
These are the headlight assemblies that were fabricated for this car.
So fabricated for this car, which means that they were custom? Because it's not like you can go out and just buy Nissan GTP parts, right?
No, these we made just to fit this car.
Okay, nice.
And probably be installing these in the next couple of days.
All right. I'm going to have working headlights.
Yeah.
Is one of those high beam, one of them low beam, or regular? All right. Hold it up again. Nice. So is there anything that's not custom on this car?
No, but everything had to be made.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the basic shape. There's going to be a track and a small window that will slide forward.
Okay.
So you get your McDonald's cup and
Will a McDonald's cup fit through there?
barely.
Are you going to be able to take this thing through McDonald's? I know you have to have your McDonald's breakfast every day.
Well,
Get your McDonald's muffin?
Probably just flip the door open. And,
Yeah.
yeah. Just order through that.
Yeah, because the Corvette GTP, that window was not very big.
Yeah.
I don't even think a hamburger would really fit through there. Definitely not a large fry.
Well, let's see. This is the pattern. That
So that's the size of the window? Or
That's the size of
this
the window.
little window? Hold that up to that. Well, I guess you could fit. I don't think a large Coke would fit in there.
two small Cokes.
Yeah. So there'll be a small window that slides forward right there.
Yeah. Or rearward. This, if it's here, it'll slide back.
Okay.
This size hole will be up here,
Okay.
which is probably how I'll do it. 'Cause, driving the car, it would be better to have it slide back out of the way.
Yeah. That way it won't slide forward if you wanted to have your window open.
Right.
Okay. Well, that's cool. Huh. Yeah, that's very interesting. Thank you for bringing that out. Well, yeah, so. What's that made out of?
This is just fiberglass.
Okay.
The one that'll go on there will be Lexan along with front and rear windows will be like sand also.
I'll tell you what, it looks pretty awesome with these molds in. Would you say that they're just templates?
Yeah.
For right now, they don't serve any purpose other than to produce the mold.
I'll send those
produce.
with the mold so that they can trim the finished part to the same size as these.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
And again, I'll use this as a pattern for drilling holes to mount the side windows.
Okay.
I've installed the latches, hold the front clip, and the latches for the rear clip.
So that makes it to where you can remove the back deck lid, right?
Yeah, just pop these, all 4 of them, and lift the rear off.
And that makes it more accessible to the engine and transmission and all of that?
Yes.
Okay. All right. It's looking good. So this is how, oh wow. Oh, that's cool. So it's on spring, it's spring loaded? Is that what it's called?
Air springs.
Air springs. So that's how the rear hatch opens. Well, and you can definitely see why you would need to take the rear clip off, because I mean, if you needed to get to something in your engine, you couldn't really get to it. Huh.
Right. This is good enough for checking the oil and things like that.
Okay.
You know, if you had to do anything major, it would be easier to just take the rear clip off.
And again, folks, this is not detailed right now, so don't mind the dust. Wow. I don't know why I thought it opened from the other end, like that right here, and then it went up, but it doesn't.
No, I thought about doing it that way, but the engine's right here, so that's where you'd be working on it.
Right.
If it opened the other way, you would have to open a lot further to
Right.
get to this.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. I'm excited. This car has come such a long way in the last few months. What's this?
It's a scoop for pulling air into the turbocharger.
Okay.
Actually forcing air into the turbocharger.
Huh. Did you make that?
Yes.
Yes.
Made these louvers for the back of the car that'll tunnel air out of the wheel wells, keep it from getting trapped in there. The blades are actually pointed down, so any debris coming off the tires would be forced down and wouldn't be hitting the car behind you.
Oh, nice. Taking other drivers or taking other people on the road into consideration. So those aren't painted yet?
Right.
They will be. They'll be the same color as, they'll be blue?
Haven't decided yet.
Oh.
On the original race car, they were black.
Oh. Alright, so you were explaining about the wheel well and how the shape of it is beneficial for what now?
Yeah, on a conventional car, the wheel well is just kind of squared off, goes around the tire. On the Nissan, what they did was they angled this to aid in letting the air flow more freely,
Okay.
which in turn took the air out of the wheel well, and that and the air moving also helps cool the brakes.
Okay. So that's highly beneficial then. So there's a lot of engineering that goes into this car It makes a big difference in the long run.
Yes.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's definitely not the conventional shape of a wheel well. Can you explain a little bit more about the downforce that you were explaining a little bit ago?
Yeah, okay, imagine that this is the surface of the racetrack,
Okay.
and this is your tire patch.
Okay.
This is basically the only thing touching the ground, all four wheels, your contact patch. Without the downforce, this slide across here is pretty easy, which would be your tires sliding outward under hard cornering. Okay, with downforce, like this,
It's not really going anywhere.
it doesn't move.
Yeah.
The more downforce, the faster you can corner.
Okay.
But there is a price to pay for downforce.
Okay.
Downforce is going to create drag. And drag makes the car not accelerate or as fast on the straightaways.
Okay.
In the 60s, Jim Hall, who was an engineer, car builder, race car driver, was experimenting with wings on his Chaparral. What he found out was that he could create a lot of downforce with these big wings, but it was also hurting the acceleration and speed of the cars on the straightaway. So he devised a system where he could adjust the angle of the wing from inside the cockpit. While cornering, a lot of downforce, straightaways, he would angle the wing so that it wasn't pushing down.
Okay. So he basically could adjust it for whatever he needed as he was driving?
Yeah,
Yeah. He's pretty smart.
he was very smart.
Yeah. And what kind of car was that? The Chaparral?
Chaparral,
Jim Hall?
yes.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately,
Can we do that on this car?
no.
How did he control it?
There's a pedal on the floor.
Okay, so you press it and the wing comes up?
His car was an automatic. The car, I believe, the wing was normally in the down position. But when he would go down the straights, he would take his left foot and push the pedal down, which would raise the wing.
Oh, okay. Was he allowed to do that?
Well, they changed the rules.
Of course.
After that. And they made it so you couldn't control the wing from inside the cockpit of the car.
Ah.
So from that point,
They did that after he did that? Because they saw, did he do well in those races?
yeah, the car was, yes, it was
So they said, okay, we can't have this happen again.
well, I don't know if they changed it immediately, but, and I don't know why they changed the rule, but they did. So, jumping ahead, race cars, after they changed the rule, you couldn't adjust the wing from inside the car. So you basically had to set the car up before racing to get the optimum downforce where you needed it and not as much downforce for the straightaways.
So they would have to decide where they wanted
Yeah,
the maximum speed.
It was a
Before-
compromise.
Yeah.
And every track was different. A track that was really tight, a lot of turns, and not so many long straightaways, you would adjust the wing so you had a lot of downforce.
Okay.
Racetracks that were very fast and fast corners, less downforce.
Okay. Random question. You took the Corvette GTP on the one lap of America, right?
Right.
So did you adjust that wing for each race, or how did that work?
No, not an engineer. You couldn't test at the track.
Well, you didn't really have enough time because that was a race to get to the track anyways, right?
Right.
Okay.
So basically, you just run what you broke.
Right. Okay. Huh. So how do you think you're going to set up your wing? Are you going to have it to where it's going to be downforce for turns, straightaways?
I'm not a professional driver.
Oh, geez, you
So-
used to be.
So you probably, I probably couldn't tell the difference.
Okay. Well, we'll get Aaron down here.
Yeah.
When you're deciding when you need the downforce and when you don't. So if you were to, if this was just a straightaway track, you wouldn't need the wing, like a drag race.
On this car, no. But like a top fuel dragster, which
Top fuel
accelerates.
Isn't that at Cedar Point?
No,
The roller coaster.
accelerates to over 300 miles an hour in less than 4 seconds.
Wait, what? Say that again?
Top fuel dragster accelerates to over 300 miles an hour in less than 4 seconds.
And you said that one does have a wing?
Yes.
Should-
So yeah, some drag cars do have wings. This car wouldn't, it doesn't accelerate like that.
Okay, I have another question. There's the things going on the back of the car. Are they part of the wing? What are those called? The
Fences?
Yes. Do those play a part in the downforce and all of
Oh,
that? Yeah? Okay, so that's part of the quote wing
Right,
for the downforce.
yeah.
Okay.
Probably the next video we do, I'll be making the wings and attaching them on the car.
Okay. So what do the fences do? Or do you want to wait until next time?
Well, the fence, you know, it sticks up above the wing. So it actually creates like a box. So the air can't just blow off to the side. It's trapped in here and goes, it makes the wing more efficient.
Does it also stabilize the car a little bit since it's like enclosing it?
I don't think so, really.
No. Okay.
I think basically it just makes the wing more efficient.
Okay. And that's going to bring the length of the car even longer, isn't it?
Yes.
How far is it going to come back to?
Well, here's the original race car. You can see how much the fences
Okay.
add to the length.
Yeah. Okay. So that's going to be next video?
Yes. I'll also be making, installing probably the headlight covers, the headlights, tail lights.
Okay. Well, that's going to be fun. So all all the lights will be on by the next video?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we thank you again for letting us come down and bug you. No.
Thank you.
But yeah, so the next video is going to be fun. We're going to try and get these videos coming faster and more frequent. So we appreciate everybody that has been tuning in, and stay tuned for more. Also, you're definitely gonna want to see the end of this series because we had originally planned on having the very last video be the car driving out of the garage, but we changed that and it will be what?
It'll be being tested at a racetrack.
So we'll actually get to see it in action.
Yes.
Are you gonna try and get some other cars up there to play with you?
Well, actually, I'm planning on taking the car to the Pittsburgh Vintage Grand Prix next spring.
Oh, so you already have the plan. I thought you said Mid-Ohio.
Well, that's where I would do testing,
Okay,
but actually, I think the Vintage Grand Prix is more like in July.
okay.
So
Nice.
we'll probably go to Nelson's Ledges or Mid-Ohio, kind of set the car up, and then over to Pittsburgh in July.
Nice. Well, I'm excited. I can't wait. The car's coming a long way. It looks fantastic now that it's painted and with these templates of the windows in. I'm excited. It's looking like a real car. All right, everybody, stay tuned for more videos.